What's going on YouTube? My name is VD and welcome to EFI Performance. Today at EFI we are going to be wrenching on one of our newest additions to the fleet, our 2006 Z4M. We found this Z4 on Bring a Trailer down in Virginia, and we had it shipped up here to EFI Performance in Connecticut. The reason why we chose the Z4M Coupe is not only because it has systems on it that are a good foundation to take to the track, but we also really love the styling when driving on the street. Once we got the car off the trailer, first thing we did is changed all the fluids. We also threw on some DTC 60 Hawk Performance brake pads. After we did the brake pads, we also threw on a fresh set of 200 treadwear Bridgestone tires. The main reason we chose the Z4M is because it shares the same S54 engine that you could find in an M3. Partnered with the S54 engine in the Z4M is the 6-speed manual transmission. Here at EFI Performance, we always want to save the manual transmissions. From the factory, the Z4 comes with a 255 wide rear tire and a 225 wide front tire. The only modification this M Coupe came with is a set of axle back Super Sprint mufflers. We are going to be upgrading the rubber brake hoses on our Z4M Coupe to stainless steel braided ones. Upgrading the brake hoses on the Z4 was one thing that we wanted to get done right after we had gotten the car before we took it to the track. Unfortunately, the stainless steel braided brake hoses were on a super long back order and we just received them a few days ago. Once these are installed, we're going to be bleeding the car and filling it with some SRF race fluid from Castrol. A few of the reasons why we wanted to upgrade to steel hoses is because steel hoses drastically reduce ballooning under pressure, which results in a firmer brake pedal. They also improve braking consistency and translate better feedback to the brake pedal. When it comes to rubber hoses tend to deteriorate and crack over time. Plus, rubber hoses don't look as cool as steel ones. So now let's get them installed. We had to throw in a little quick montage of our boy Diego ripping the wheels off the Z4. As you saw, me and Diego just finished the installation of our steel braided brake hoses on the Z4. I'm taking it for a quick test drive. I'm not going to spend a lot of time out here, not only because there's salt and sand on the road, we got snow recently in Connecticut, but we're also on a 200 treadwear tire and it's 25 degrees out. Not looking to wreck the car. But what I do want to talk about are the future plans in 2025 for the Z4. So let's get the car back to the shop and go to the drawing board. All right, we're back in the shop at the drawing board. Let's go over the Z4 and what we've done so far. To start it off, the team did all the fluids on the vehicle. We also swapped in those Hawk Performance brake pads. It has its Bridgestone tires on it. And as you just saw, me and Diego, we got the new steel braided brake hoses on the car. Next on the list, as a preventative maintenance thing, Ben and Ross want to get the rod bearings swapped out. Ours right now in our car aren't making any noise. We're not really concerned, but we don't want to find out later down the road that this is going to become an issue. After the rod bearings, the next thing we want to get done, we want to get the car to a square setup. The idea is to put on some 18x9 Apex wheels. Jack, our lead guy, knows that 265s will fit on the car. Ben wants to try and stuff 275s on there, but our biggest concern is we may have to roll the fenders, and we don't really know what we're going to do body-wise on the car. Currently, it has the stock suspension. We may test and see what it does on the track, see how far we can push the car before we know, all right, the suspension is actually limiting us in our ability on the track. We're not completely sure which coilover we're gonna go with yet, but that's something we'll figure out as we continue to test the car on the track and off the track. The whole idea behind this car is to really enjoy it on the street. It is gonna make a reappearance back at Watkins Glen. We're gonna take it up to Lime Rock. We're also gonna take it to New Jersey Motorsports Park. Ben and Ross, they want to get this thing sideways at a drift event and have some fun with some buddies, see what the car actually does. We just wanted to say thank you again for watching our first video here at EFI Performance. If there's anything specific you want to see us do to our Z4, please feel free to leave it in the comments section down below. And whether you have a street car, a track car, or a full-blown race car, EFI Performance has you covered with in-house dyno tuning, suspension setup, maintenance on street cars, installs, We also even install roll cages in cars, and we also offer trackside support. So thanks again for watching. Like, subscribe, comment on anything that you saw in this video you liked or something that you want to see in the future. We'll catch you on the next one.